Hey all, I wanted to give you guys an inside look of what it looks like to launch an offer and what my thought process is before I launch any offer on Google Ads. So, a little introduction about myself. I'm Spencer, my 9 to 5. I work as head of Google ecosystem at Rexel, and in my off time, I'm launching a Google agency, 98 Digital. You might have heard of it. But anyways, here's a little sheet that we go over, sort of an offer sheet. And in that first category, you see sort of our top selling categories by net sales of the last 90 days. In that category, next to it, you have notable products and sort of insights. How we got those notable products is we looked at current trends in the supplement and the natural space and sort of collaborated with the team to come out with a list of high selling, high quality, warm intent products where people are 100% looking to buy when they get to our page based on what we saw via the current trends in the supplement space. So this is sort of like a catch-all, sort of high converting page for the natural sort of a supplement brand that we own internally at Xscale, and then some key insights along the way. And this is sort of what that page looked like, so you can sort of see the frequency. You can sort of look around, and when you click on this page, you can really see it's supposed to convert. It's meant to be the most simplest page when you want to get a supplement sort of routine. And we want to make sure that we get those people on subscription. So that was like key for the client, making sure those anyone that clicks this link gets this subscription, and that's sort of the only way to buy. So we framed this as a bundle and save today, and we're going to actually walk through this offer in Google and what it looks like to start. So yeah, let's start with that. This is a sales campaign. We can look into those other categories and objectives later on, but for this, we're going to do a sales. We want people to buy when they click this link, as this is like a high converting landing page. Make sure you have your conversions right, pretty obvious to do. And we wanted to make sure this was performance max. I did feel like a search would have pushed the intent a lot lower and sort of maybe limited the volume I saw in this campaign, the potential I saw in the campaign. So I put a performance max sort of to make sure Google sort of finds the right customer and goes off the intent. I've definitely made a video on this channel about sort of my takes on intent and search themes and keywords. I no longer think Google is a keyword-based company. I think it's all based on intent and search themes now. And then here's another very important sort of part of creating a campaign. Make sure your naming is correct. Usually here at Xscale, sort of in my 9 to 5, I make sure that it's the company, then I make sure it's what the campaign's about. Then after that, I make sure the campaign objective. Then after that, I do the campaign dates. If you want to get a little fancy, you can put the audience in there as well. If you're sort of segmenting audiences away from an audience you normally would use. So this one, I'm focused on conversion value. I want the most efficient conversions. We're not too worried about the volume of conversions. I do feel like there's a good amount of volume in the space that we're actually bidding on. So I decided to go conversion value as it's more efficient, and that was sort of the client's biggest worry is efficiency when it comes to budget and bidding. And I felt like conversion value would sort of put us spot on when it comes to that. In terms of adjusting bidding to acquire new customers, I have a couple strategies where I use this sort of setting, but I felt like we want as many customers as possible. Sort of in this campaign, not just new customers, and I didn't really want to bid higher for new customers either. To be honest, I wanted to bid evenly across the board, and if we need to sort of readjust down the road, that's always potential as well. Make sure your location is set right, United States, English. We have no EU political ads. And then this is sort of where Google lets AI sort of help you and take over. I didn't like that AI sort of prompt as much. So I make sure the link is right for the final URL. It's going to give me some hog slash that it wants me to use. I do not use it. I actually, funny enough, make some edits, throw it in ChatGPT. We have a quick conversation, as you'll see in about 5 to 10 seconds here. And maybe not a quick conversation, but I make some edits. It spits out another prompt to me, makes some more edits. It spits out another prompt to me, makes some more edits, etc., etc. And yeah, after probably like 5-6 prompts, we're good to go on that end, and I repaste it back in. And then it wants to select images from the links below. I'm cool with the first link. Those 2 second links are a bit older, as the natural doesn't really run its Facebook or Instagram as much anymore. That is changing down the road, but not currently. And then asset group, incredibly important as well, as there's probably going to be a couple asset groups within this campaign. Make sure the business name is right. Make sure you want to select the new logo. I check here to make sure if there's any newer version of the logo within the asset library. There wasn't, so I'm going to have to go in and fix that after. I don't really like the headlines that it's sort of giving me, so I decided to delete those, as I want very, very specific headlines. Remember, guys, the biggest objective of this page is subscribe, simplify your daily supplement routine, and then subscribe again. Like those are like the biggest themes on this page. Is just subscribe, and then make sure this is a simplified, easy way to firstly buy your supplements, engage with supplements, learn about supplements, and then have like a daily routine as well, and build that routine monthly. So I consistently try to sort of have those buzzwords / keywords in your headline, as I feel like your headlines are more drive your search intent on Google. So things like build your daily routine, deliver monthly, daily supplements simplified, things of that nature. Make health a habit, like very sort of trendy. Very trendy headlines that can catch someone's attention, and immediately they have a good idea of what this page is. And then long headlines as well, a smarter way to take your supplements daily, turn daily supplements into a simple monthly habit. That's probably my favorite one. I don't think you actually need that many long headlines. Make sure you have 2 to 3 good ones that drive that 100% search intent. And you should be good to go on that end. As for the description, I checked some of these out. I didn't hate a lot of these. I felt like they were like actually semi-decent, so decided to leave those. Suggested images, try to look for images that had supplements that I knew were already on there. And sometimes nice to have like a little free stock image. Our audience for the natural is a bit of an older set group, so having some of those nice lifestyle images is always good. Alright, let's talk about search themes. Search themes, incredibly important to any sort of Google Ads campaign, and probably the most important along with headlines and descriptions / assets when you set up your Google Ads. So I take a good portion of time on this. I was thinking about what would your customer look up when they're searching for whatever your campaign is and they don't actually know your brand. So that's sort of how I take the signals. So I type in supplement subscriptions, vitamin subscriptions, monthly subscription delivery, vitamin delivery service, daily supplement subscription, etc., etc. Things that are going to drive quality traffic to the natural, and people that I know are sort of very close to buying, if not past that buying phase, and sort of looking to compare what they already have, sort of like a comparison phase, if you will, but they're already in that buying mindset. So I set a couple more here. Make sure your data is right, allows you to set an audience name as well, and then immediately it wants me to spend a good portion of money. I'm like, this is a testing campaign, so I want to only put around $25 in it. We're merely just testing if this page will work. This is not even an evergreen campaign right now either. This campaign is only going to run for maybe a week, 2 weeks. so I don't want to dedicate too much money towards it. But I will have updates on this campaign next Friday. Actually, we will deep dive into the results of the campaign, what we've sort of analyzed, what products sold the most, etc., etc. So that will be incredibly fun. You'll sort of get to see how I determine campaign success and things of that nature. But I did want to give just sort of a end of video CTA. It's 98 Digital. Guys, this is my business account, 98 Digital on YouTube. I do want to show you what I do as my 9 to 5, so to give you guys more sort of info in actual like getting me into accounts. I think is always beneficial. But this is going to just sort of be a catch-all channel of where I throw some of my ideas, thoughts, and things that I'm doing and working on. So please subscribe, like, interact, engage, comment, leave me feedback, really anything. So yeah, till next time, I will see you guys probably tomorrow or tonight actually for 30 days to a client.